Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Sewscape. My name is Carly and today I am going to be showing you just a day in the life of my sewing journey. So I am just going to document some of the sewing that I'm doing this week and what's going on. So I don't normally sew a ton of jersey projects, but I have 2 jersey projects planned to kind of sew up within the next week or so. So I'll just take you along with that and maybe it'll give me some moral support or some confidence having you guys come along on this journey with me. So today I'm going to be sewing up a turtleneck out of this mesh. If you watched my recent fabric haul or sewing plans, you'll have seen this a couple times, but I'm going to make a lovely little turtleneck. I cut out the pattern already. The actual neck part of it is supposed to have a zipper in the back, but I thought because it's so stretchy, like, check this out. I don't think I'll need the zipper, but I guess we'll see. Hopefully I don't make this and then we have to rip it out and fix it, but we'll see. I kind of took the neck piece and put it around my head and it was a tight fit, but it fit. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I find every single time I cut turtleneck pieces, I cut them the wrong way. So I cut them against the stretchiness instead of with the stretchiness. And I think I've made 4 so far, and this was the first one where the first try I actually cut every piece out properly with the stretchy side, so everything stretches in the same direction and is nice cohesive garment. So yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to change my serger thread. Right now I have navy thread in here, and although I thought about leaving the navy thread because there's blue in this and I'm lazy, I do not like to change out my serger thread. The perfectionist in me has decided it's time to change out the thread. So I am going to do that, and then I'm gonna set up my machine. We'll see if I have a jersey needle kicking around somewhere, but I think everything on this piece I'm going to use the serger for except for hemming, and then when it comes to hemming I think I'm going to use a twin needle. So hopefully I have one of those. Hopefully I don't have to go to the store, but it's always a good excuse to go to the fabric store. I always come home with stuff that I don't need. So let's start, and I'm just going to thread up my serger. Confession time. I've had my serger for 2 years and I have never changed the needles on it. I often feel very confident as I am threading my serger, but I'm sure editing Carly is going to have a nightmare of a time editing that 4-minute long clip of me struggling with the threads. But it is all threaded up now, and I'm gonna start pinning some side seams and shoulder seams of the top of this turtleneck. But first, let's do a test stitch to see how the fabric relates to the settings that I have set up. So I have every tension dial set to 4, and then I have my little stretchy stitch here set at the 2. And yeah, we'll do a test stitch, see how it's looking. Grab some scrap fabric here. Find a piece that we can't salvage into anything else. And whoop! Beauty. And then we'll try it once sewing with the stretch and once sewing against the stretch. Wow, good thing I tested that out because that stitch is not good. Okay, let's try this at a 1. Okay, that was infinitely better. All right, so I have those shoulder seams sewn. I was gonna do the side seams, but I've decided I'm gonna attach the sleeve around the top of the sleeve, and then also the inside seam of the sleeve and the inside seam, the side seams of the top, all in one go. I find that's the best way to match up kind of the armpit, so you don't have that kind of mismatched cross there. So I'm gonna go line up all the notches with the notches on this and we'll get sewing. Now let's sew that sleeve in place. And then after I sew that, I always like to inspect the seam whenever I'm like just serging and not using the sewing machine, and make sure that there aren't any like holes from where it didn't catch on both sides of the stretchy fabric, and that I sewed far enough into the seam allowance that the notches are no longer snipped into the fabric, because I marked them with my scissors instead of a chalk or something. And this is looking good. Lovely sleeve hem. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Now both sleeves are sewn on. So I'm just going to sew up the side seam of the arms and then down the bodice with right sides together. Just sew the whole thing. One side done. Now on to the other side. So now I have both of those side seams sewn. Let's see here, woohoo! Now we are going to take the turtleneck piece, which looks very tiny, oh my goodness. Do you think I'm gonna have to recut this? It fits around my head, but barely. Oh no. I followed the instructions, I cut it to the right side, size I think. So I'm gonna sew this together and then we are going to attach it to the top and hope that it fits. I don't wanna have to rip this out. And now I have sewn on that neckband there. Jeez, it looks small. The moment of truth is coming up where I have to put this over my head and make sure it fits. Oh my gosh. So I caught all 3 layers of the fabric as I was sewing that on. I don't think I've ever sewn a jersey project where I've not messed up either the arm attachment or the neckband attachment. So we're doing good today, guys. All right, now I'm gonna film the struggle of me getting this over my head and we'll see how difficult it is. Okay, the moment of truth. Even the arms are a little tight. Uh-oh. Did I make the right size? Did I go wrong somewhere? Maybe it's supposed to fit like this. Okay. Oh my gosh, too funny. See, that is actually pretty cute. So wearing it, it is not tight around my neck. That is good. I'll show you a full length before I hem it of what this is looking like. My mirror came with our house, so it's pretty foggy, but if you can see here, it is looking really cute. The only thing that I'm thinking is this kind of flower placement here is right over the boobie, but I don't think there's much that we can do about that. So we're just gonna have to wear it and feel good about it. So the turtleneck is actually really lovely. It is raining here today. It's one of the only rainy days of summer so far. So it's kind of nice to be cozied up in a long sleeve, and it's weird that fall is right around the corner. So the last step on this is to hem the sleeves and the bottom, and then it is done. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching my weekend of sewing with jersey fabrics. And I'll catch you in the next video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you're gonna be sewing next. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.